In this video, I'm going to show you how to create a new Swing project using the jDeploy plugin. So with the jDeploy plugin installed in IntelliJ, we're going to go to New Project, and on the left, you're going to select jDeploy. For project templates, right now we can choose between Swing, JavaFX, and Codename 1. This is the type of project you're going to build. If I select Swing, it's going to use the built-in Swing UI toolkit, just a bare bones Maven project. And that's what we're going to do right now. Because jDeploy is automatically going to create this project on your GitHub repository so that it can use GitHub Actions to generate the installers, you'll need to put the GitHub user. This is the user under which the repository will be created. So if I have shana there, that means that it will appear under github.com/shana/whatever the project name eventually is. And I need to enter my GitHub personal access token so that it is able to communicate with GitHub. You can find information on creating a personal access token in the GitHub documentation quite readily. Just search on Google for GitHub personal access token and it'll show you how to do it. By default, the repository it creates is going to be public. You can opt to make it private, in which case it will create a second repository just for your releases, so that the source will remain private, but the releases will be public. So I'm going to go next, and this is going to ask me for the project name. So my project is going to be, let's see, test Swing 11. We'll call it that. You can tell I've made a few of these test projects, so we're just going to call it test Swing 11. So that is going to create a repository test Swing 11 under shana, because that's my GitHub username. So once I've got everything correct, it's going to be created in this directory. So I'll go create. And this opens up the new project. It recognizes that this is a Maven project, so I'm going to say load Maven project. And we'll look at some of the file structures. So it's a typical Maven project. It's got a source directory with a single test Swing 11. And this is just some boilerplate code that's a very simple Swing application. It's got a test. We can go into the Maven tab and we can build the project under Lifecycle Package. So this is going to build the project, and once it's built, we can run the project using the exec plugin, exec Java. And this will run the main class so you can see what the application is. So it's just this simple thing. You click start, it runs around there. You click stop, it stops, start, stop. So a very simple project. But it works, and that's the key. Now in the README, there is a link to the releases page. And this will take us up to the releases. And as you can see, this is the repository that was automatically created when I created the repository. It ran an action which created the release. And right now, so there's two releases. There's a master and jDeploy. jDeploy is a release that's constantly updated with the package information. And master is a release that's named after the master branch. So every branch that you create in your repository, there will be a corresponding release that is kept up to date. Every time you put in a new commit, it'll regenerate your binaries. And so I've got downloads here for all the different platforms that I can install. So, and there's also a command to be able to run the installer from the command line. So let's just take a look at this installer. I'm on a Mac with Apple Silicon, so that is the installer I'm going to download. There we go. Downloads as a tar file, which I will open, and then I will run the installer. It gives me the standard thing because it was downloaded from the internet. I'll click open, and it will open the installer. So this has the default installer splash screen. You can customize this. The installer gives you an option on Mac to add an icon to the dock and to the desktop. I'm going to leave both of those set up, and I'm going to leave the update settings because the application does include auto update support. Whenever a change is made in the master branch, because this is master, when you start the app the next time, it will download the latest changes automatically. So I'll click install, go proceed, and that has installed it. And I will open the app now. Gave a quick splash screen while it downloaded. And there's our app. It's the same thing we had, except this one is installed in the dock, in the desktop, and it's a full-fledged Mac application that can be distributed. All of your users can download it directly from your GitHub repository, and it's always kept up to date.